Well, hello, my name is Brody. Welcome back. Or welcome for the first time.
Brody.
If you're new and you don't know my situation, I have a playlist you can watch, but when I was 17 years old, I was diagnosed with a brain tumor. Being 17, I snuck into the Children's Hospital, right below 18. Yeah, and I've made videos ever since, basically. Yeah, playlist in the description. I just want to get to the point of this video. I have 4 questions that I'm gonna go and answer about cancer. So let's get right into it. The first question is, do you live in fear of it returning? My answer to that is no. At least at this point in my life, no. Currently, I have like a million different things going on in my mind that distract me from those thoughts. I have mentioned in the past, I truly believe that your mindset affects your health. I was genuinely positive during my cancer and my treatment. If it were to come back, I would be more scared now. My mind is not in a decent place these days, and I am a different person now. Now, being too old to go to Children's Hospital, that would be difficult for me because they are so amazing. I went to a normal hospital for my surgery and then going to Children's afterwards. Children's was so much better in every way possible. Is any part of you permanently damaged after beating cancer? Yes, physically and mentally. For example, I had surgery in the back of my head. There's a scar there. Doesn't grow hair as well as it used to back there. And it's also still a little bit numb. I also have a scar. I also have this scar right here. I don't know if you can see it, but that was from my IV port that I had in my body. Also, before, my hair used to be thicker, it's thinner now. My taste buds have changed quite a bit, I believe. The main thing is probably alcohol. I used to have not that big of an issue drinking an alcoholic beverage, but now it all just tastes disgusting. And the only purpose to drink would be to get drunk. It does not taste good, so maybe that's for the better. One thing that bothers me a lot from chemo is my hearing was affected, mainly in this ear. I can't hear as well, but that being said, it's not like a big difference, it's just the little things that I don't hear people say. Also, having gone through chemo, I lost hair. You also have hair in your ears, there's hair follicles. The hair in your ear pushes the earwax out of your ear. I lost those, and so now my ears get plugged really easily because no earwax is coming out of it. And for mentally being damaged, I don't think I can answer that, just for the reason that I'm still in, I don't know, this funk. I'm in a funk right now, so once I get over that hill, maybe I'll be able to explain it, but right now, I don't know. It's hard for me to explain. I can't explain. What was your darkest days when you had cancer, and how did you overcome it? When you say cancer, you probably mean the whole process of chemo and radiation and all that. The darkest days always had to do with the tube in my face. I didn't throw up much when I was on chemo like most people do, but if I did at any time, it was most likely because of this tube that was in my face. And I won't lie, I was absolutely bawling when this thing was getting inserted into my face, down my esophagus and into my stomach. It does not feel good, especially the first time. The point of it was, it was a feeding tube. I lost too much weight and I needed to get more calories in my system. We would attach it to a machine, like an IV pole. It would just pump like Ensure drinks into me. I think it was basically like liquid ice cream, to be honest, maybe with some vitamins in it. Now just imagine having a tube in your nose going down your throat. This triggers you to gag way more than usual, having a foreign object in your throat constantly. Now picture this, when you do throw up, the tube, it has to go somewhere. So it comes out of your stomach, up your throat, and then out of your mouth. So now you have a tube going up your nose and just out of your mouth. And it's like, it's pretty, I'm 6'6", so the tube is pretty long. And now you have to cut it or take it out and then pull it out of your nose. We gotta put a new one back in. One more extra time than you do usually, because you usually get it once a month. Well, you renew it once a month. And as horrible as this thing sounds, it did help me. Before cancer, I was 155 pounds. Right before getting this tube in my face, I was 128 pounds. And I'm 6'6". So in general, that whole situation with the feeding tube was probably the worst experience. And how did I overcome it? I don't know. One day at a time. Hunter was a big help, my cat. We were puking beside each other. And speaking of Hunter, he's pretty sick right now. And if you guys can support in any way possible, I'd appreciate that more than you know. Sooner rather than later. Merch link is in the description. Yeah. Here's the baby. He's really skinny. You can't really notice right now. I gotta sneeze. Come on, give it to me. Oh, my ear's plugged now. This happens almost every time I film. It just feels like I have my finger in my ear the whole time. I still have to goddamn sneeze. Oh god, I have to sneeze so bad. Other difficult days I never talked about with anyone was usually when I was trying to sleep at home. My mind is really annoying. It likes to think too much and overthink. While I was trying to fall asleep, I was on like the brink of crying because I was just asking myself, why me? Why did this happen to me? Why am I the guy that has to go through all this shit, you know? Why not Chad McDouche-Nuggets from high school? He deserves it more than I do. All I want to do is make videos and have people smile for a few minutes. And how did I overcome these thoughts? I didn't. Sometimes life just shits on your doorstep and you're the one that has to deal with it. Whether you get pink eye in the process, that's up to you. Whenever you get an ache or a pain, do you think the cancer's returned? The thought is there every single time. But when I had my brain tumor, I don't remember getting headaches. For me, I got really sleepy more and more every day, and I started to lose my balance. I was going to university, and I was walking down the hallway, and I had to hold onto the wall while going to classes. And after chemo, a side effect that I've been dealing with is migraines. They can be pretty scary because I know when they're coming. About like 20 minutes before I actually get the migraine, I lose my peripheral vision, so I can only see like straight in front of me. Everything here is blurry. And if I was driving, that is very bad because you need to be able to see where you're driving. So I have to find my meds in that 20 minutes, preferably early as possible, or else this migraine will take over my whole day, maybe even the next day. But you just have to learn to live with it. There's nothing you can really do. When I say the thought is there every single time, it's not like I'm panicking. It's possible. It might not just be a headache. I could have another tumor. You can't assume the worst all the time. I don't know. Yeah, link in the description to merch to support Hunter. Also, there's a playlist for all my cancer videos if you want to watch those. Please share this video with your friends or anyone who might be curious about the cancer experience. Or maybe you know someone going through a similar situation. If so, I'm sure they would appreciate this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm not reading comments today. Like that smash button. Also, if you want to get an email notification or however it works, click the bell underneath the video and activate that. Take off, you hosers.
I got boinked. Scout bopped me on the head.